I'm going to talk about the different types of beading mats and beading trays. Um, this one here is a flocked beading tray. They usually come in this gray material, and it is smooth, and it feels, it's hard to describe the feeling, but it doesn't let your beads roll. It's not a very round bead, but they stay in place. This is a felt beading mat. It was given to me as a gift from a wholesaler that I buy a lot of my stuff from. And get a round bead. This also doesn't let round beads roll very well. But this is not good at all for seed beads. The little fibers here will grab the end of your needle, and I use a split nose or a split eye needle that opens like that, and it has a blunt end, and it constantly grabs gets caught on the little fibers and flings my seed beads off into Never Never Land, and I will never find them again. But it's not so bad for larger beads, like 4mm and larger. This design that you see with the A, B, C, D, E, F is a pretty poor design. This top piece here is just glued on, and if you put seed beads on it, there's gaps in here if you put them in here that your seed beads can get stuck into. This is the one for bracelets. They make them, this is in centimeters. I work in centimeters. So there's a measuring tool on most of them. This is for bracelets. They make them for necklaces. They have flat ones with little squares to put your beads in. So with this felt one, when I got it, they had folded it in the package, and I had to iron it to get it to stay flat again. And every so often, I would have to get my iron out on the hottest setting and blast it with steam and iron it down to melt the little fibers that stick up so that my beads would stop flinging everywhere. I did not have a flat flocked beading tray, and I just bought one. Right here that I'm really excited to use. It has a tray. I just took it out of the shipping package. I have not opened it yet. So we're doing this together. It has a cover to protect my work. Treasure Mat Tray and Combo by the Beadsmith. It has a ruler on it. It has this mat that comes out. So I can use just the flocked tray if I want, or I can put this soft mat inside that has the size of the beads. Let's see how accurate it is. Where did my little 4mm bead go? Put that back. My 4mm bead. We'll see how accurate it is. Put that on there. Oh, that's pretty close. And then it has centimeters and inches down here, so I can lay my work out as I'm working on it instead of having to constantly get my tape measure out. So let's see, where are we at with this one? So I am at 15 centimeters. This will be quite handy. I'm really excited to use this one because now I have some pretty expensive beads and I don't want them to go flying off into space, never to be seen again, because it's annoying and it cuts into my profits. So there you have it. I will be giving an update as I work with this new beading tray. You do want the sides that come up, because if this shifts at all, the problem with my felt one was, even with this little tiny raised edge here, you can see the slightly raised edge, if I would bump it at all, my beads would still flip over the top and fall on the ground. But with these higher edges, they don't do that. So that is your beading mat tip of the day.